Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 200. Confetti. Got my coffee and my Scrappy Knitting Queen mug. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever thing I'm up to. I got peppermint mocha creamer. I feel like I'm all over the place. Yeah, that's that, I think. I think for like the past 2 or 3 weeks, I have forgot to mention my Knitalong. So I am doing Knit All the West Knits Cal. It ends May 31st. All you have to do is knit a Stephen West pattern, any of his patterns. Whips count. Yeah. And I will be doing, I don't know if nobody's asked me, but, and I don't know if I've mentioned it, maybe I have. I am going to be doing the Knit All the Felici Cal make-along this year. So that will start June 1st. So this is actually this is perfect timing because I got an email yesterday, day before. The Felici on Knitpicks went on sale. So go get some if you don't have any, and then you'll be ready. I think usually new colors come out in June, but if you want to save some pennies and you don't have any right now and you want to join the Cal, I suggest go get some. I think they're like $4.19 a ball or something like that. I think since the last round, which was in November, I have knit 2 balls of this. I need to get on that. So much stuff to knit, not enough time. So yes, I will be doing that June 1st, and probably it will end August 31st. It will coincide, or well, I don't know if that's the right word, with Crazy Sock Lady is doing her summer sock camp. So I just thought, why not? So then you can double dip if you want. Okay, that's all of the news. No, it's not. I got one more thing. Actually, I got 2 more things. I got to show you what I'm wearing. Since this is my 200th episode, I'm going to do a pattern giveaway. So in the comments, put in the word, I couldn't think of a word, so we're going to reuse a word. Scrappy. So put that word, scrappy, in your comments down below to be entered to win a pattern of your choice. Up to, we'll say $8 or $9 US. Yeah, just because it's my 200th episode, and I also reached 2,400 subscribers. So I will pick either 1 to 3 winners. I haven't decided yet. Depends on how many comments I get. But yes, put the word scrappy in the comments below. Get creative with it. I mean, you can just write the word scrappy, but you know, I like to read how you guys are creative with putting that word in. Probably should have thought of a harder word, but that's okay. Okay, now what I'm wearing. Do you guys remember this? Oh, look at this. This is the Twist and Turns shawl by Stephen West. This was the mystery knit along from 2022, last year. This is out of Knitpicks Stroll. Dove Heather is the light gray. The dark gray is Cobblestone Heather. And then the yellow is Dandelion. Oh, look at those. This is like my first time doing like, I know I've done cables before, but these were like probably the biggest cables that I've done. I'm so proud of myself. Weaving in that little I-cord. Nice. Yep, so this is my twist and turns. I did the large version. Looks like I weaved in my ends, but I didn't snip them. I don't care. So yes, that is all of the admin and what I'm wearing. I'm also wearing my Knit Revert shirt by Nitty Natty. I will link it down below. All right, I think we can get started. 5 minutes in. That's not bad. Okay, I have 1 finished object and 4 whips. So let's get started. Oh my. Look at these, they match perfectly. I decided to match them. Usually I just go by whatever my mood is. But I think so I ended with that light green. Trying to think here. I ended with this color and I needed to start at this pink and purple. So it was only like 2 strips I had to pull out, so I did it. If it's more than that, because this is a 10, I think this is a 10 row repeat, I wouldn't have done it if I had to pull out like 6 or 7 stripes, but I didn't say what this was. This is Woolens and Nosh Sprout. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. 64 stitches. This is a really thick base. I think these weighed like 80 grams. I did do a longer leg than I normally would have with this kind of thicker yarn. I did do 14 rows. I usually do 12, but I did 14 rows of 2x2 rib, and I think I did 70 rows for the leg and about 70 rows for the foot. So, yep. I love these. These are mine. And it came with a mini. It looks like potting soil. It's brilliant. I probably would have had enough to do toes too, but I didn't. That's okay. So that's that. I used a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. So that is my finished object for this episode. Now we'll get into whips, works in progress. I didn't say the date. Today is April 21st, 2023. I don't know. I don't think I said it. All right, so I have two new whips, and I got 2 old whips. So I got 4 whips. I don't know if I said I had 4 whips. I think I did. A bag that my friend Amy from Happy Little Yarn made for me. So these are for her. This is yarn that she sent me to make her socks with. Freckled Whimsy. This is her Spells and Things Club. December 2022. And it is Expecto Patronum. It's hard to say it to like just say it, because you know when Harry Potter says it, he like yells it. So it's like I try not to yell. But that's how I want to say it. So yep, that's that. I guess I don't have to show you the skein because I have all the color repeat done and then some. I'll show you this side first. Look at that. Oh my, it's beautiful. Oh, the phone's ringing. One moment, please. I bet it's Red Cross. I thought I could do this without an interruption today. It's not.
You've reached Justin and Lisa. You can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message.
Or it's nobody.
Hello, it's
Oh.
your friends at the American Red Cross.
Oh, look at that. I was right.
In partnership with Peanuts. Being a friend never goes out of style. Neither does taking care of your community. You can do both by coming back to give blood to help patients in need. Come give April 1st and 30th, and we'll send you a $10 e-gift card to a merchant of your choice. Plus, make it in April 1st to the
My husband
3rd, and you'll get an exclusive
gave blood
Red
like a
Cross
few
and
times, and they seem to call us all the time
supplies left.
about giving blood.
Please call 1-800-RED CROSS to schedule an
Sorry.
appointment now.
I don't want to get up and hang up.
Or visit redcrossblood.org. Thank you for being a friend for patients in need.
Are you done? Okay. Sorry about that. I mean, it's good to give blood. I'm not trying to, make fun of, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Giving blood is good. I can't do it because it makes me queasy. Just the thought of it. So my husband does it. If you want to give blood, go do it. I applaud you. I can't. Okay, so back to the program here. So this is what I have so far. I use Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cord, US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, 64 stitches. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. I'm gonna put my heel right there. I did 15 rows? I'm pretty sure I did 15 rows. These are for my friend. 15 rows of 2x2 rib, and it came with a mini. I'm definitely gonna do heels. We will see where I end up for the toe. See where I end. I might do it with the toes. We're just gonna wait and see what stripe I land on when I reached the toe. I have 60 rows on here, so I think since I did 17 rows or 18 rows for the leg, I'm probably gonna have to do 90-ish rows for her sock. So not a problem. I will have enough yarn to do 2 pairs of socks since I'm doing shorties, but oh, I really love this. With that purple in there. 64 stitches. I don't know if I said that. I got interrupted, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself. But yep, magic loop all the way. Magic loop all the way. I've tried 9-inch circulars. I don't know how you guys do that. I can't. It hurts my hand. Probably because I'm a very tight knitter, so I don't know. I've tried it a couple times and it's like, no, I can't. It's uncomfortable. Don't like it. So that is whip number 1. Whip number 2. This is a spur of the moment whip. That might be, it will be, a long-standing whip. I don't know if I will show this every week. But this is Stitching Plaza. I was talking to a friend and I watched her podcast. Let me get a sip of coffee. Lazy Lemon on Instagram. Wait, is it Lazy Lemon's Creations? I think it's Lazy Lemon Creations on Instagram and on YouTube. I will link her podcast down below in the show notes. I don't know if I talked about that. Everything I talk about today will be in the show notes. Under the title, there will be the word more. If you click on that, it will drop everything down and there will be everything that I talk about today. Projects, books, reading, watching, all that jazz. So Lindsay from Lazy Lemon Creations is doing this nifty idea and I'm like, I need to do this. She only has 3 episodes, so go show her some love. 3 episodes. I think she just started podcasting this year, so go watch her. So she had this idea This is not my idea. If you want to steal this idea, I think she would be okay with it. We'll see how this goes. So she bought an Advent, Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Hoard Yarns Harry Potter Advent a year or two ago, and she is going to make a shorty sock out of each mini, and then she will have 24 single socks, and then she can mismatch them to have 12 pairs. And I'm like, that is brilliant. I had my Dragon Hoard Yarns, Yarn Cafe Creations, Harry Potter Advent, and it's April, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. There was no shawl that was like yelling at me, like, make me with this. And then I saw this, and I'm like, I saw that she was doing this, and I'm like, oh, I need to see if that will work for me. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna do my heels, toes, and cuffs in Dove Heather, Knitpicks, Stroll. 64 stitches, Chiaogoo red lace, 32-inch cord, 2.5 millimeter needles, US 1.5, 64 stitches. I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib. So I have about 30-ish rows right now. I put my heel right here, but I'm gonna keep knitting. This is how much I got left. This is day 1. Do I have my tags here? This is, yep, this is Yarn Cafe Creations. And this one is Cornelius Fudge. So this is what I got. So like I said, I'm only working on this here and there. I'm not really focused on these. This is going to be a long-term project. Yeah, I really love how this one's pooling. The lighting is not the greatest. This is really dark, but it looks lighter in the camera. But so I'm gonna see how far I can get with the mini. I would love to have like 5 grams to do my blanket, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not a big deal. If I could use, you know, every last bit of this mini, I would be forever grateful. I don't know how much I have left. Let's see. Gotta move some stuff. The scale doesn't give me to the 0.2 or like 5.2 grams. It's just full grams, so I'll have to get my other scale out to get to more accurate. Says 13 grams. That seems about right. So yeah, I might just knit until I have 5 grams left, and then if I need to move my heel down, not a big deal. I just kind of like, yeah, we'll do 7 rows for leg, because that's fine for like a super shorty sock. Yeah, so that is that. So this is I have been working on this in the evenings, like maybe 2 or 3 days a week. So, yeah. I will probably, since I'm doing single socks, I think I'm going to count them 1 sock as a finish object. And then, like when I have 2, because I'm keeping track of how many pairs I am knitting for this year. So when I have 2, I might post them as a finish, as a pair of socks on my Instagram and through my, for my count. But I think I'm just going to, like when I finish one, I'm going to weigh it and count it as a FO for my grams in and out. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess it depends on how long it takes me to finish. I don't know. I like the idea of just counting 1 sock as a FO, because there's not going to be a match. We'll see. So thank you, Lindsay, for this idea. I love it. And if you want to try this, if you have a bunch of minis and don't know what to do with them, I was kind of thinking, I'm like, is this a waste of an advent calendar, making 24 socks? And I'm like, no, it's not a waste. Do I need 12 more pairs of shorties? Probably not. But do I need another shawl? I don't need that either, but I think my socks are probably my most worn item, knitted item that I make. Second is shawls, and probably third are sweaters, depending. Maybe the shawls and the sweaters are the same. Yeah. So first socks, second shawls and sweaters. But I do wear my hats when I go out. Oh, I don't know. And then I was watching Night Owl Fibers. After or before, somewhere around there. It was probably after I was watching Lazy Lemon Creations. And oh, I can't think of the mom's name. It's Rachel and I'm horrible. I don't know. I can't think of it. The mom bought this bag, and I'm like, I need to put my Advent socks in this bag. I forgot I bought it. I think I used it a couple times. So, yeah. And I put three more minis in here. So I'm going to do them in order, or I'm going to knit them 1 through 24. So this one is 2. 3. So a lot of them were really dark colors, so that's why I chose the Knitpicks Stroll Dove Heather. It might be too bright, but I mean, I'm trying not to buy yarn. I'm trying to use my stash. And for like probably most of them, the Dove Heather, you would be able to see it. Because I was thinking of ash, but there were a lot of them were too dark. So that is that project. We will see how that goes. Like I said, I don't know if I will show it every week, because if I only do like 10 rows, I don't know. We'll see. If I work on it every day in the evening, I might have more progress than I think. Okay. I had to put the tag away. Oh, this is a favorite project. I love this project so much. I've been obsessed with this. Knit for Brains on Etsy. This is my Shifting Chevrons shawl by Stephen West. Shifting Chevrons. Yep, looking at my notes. Oh my word, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I completed section 1. Look at that. My stripy heart. Okay, and here is my stitch markers finally came, my progress keepers, from Simply Serving. Do you guys see that? It's a cosmic brownie. I did change the finding on it. I like these circle ones. She does have leatherback earring ones that are similar to this, but I don't know. I just love that circle, and I bought a bunch on Amazon, so I'm so excited that my cosmic brownie arrived. Oh, I love it. So yeah, so there we go. I finished section 1, and I started section 2. This is going to be really awkward to show. Maybe if I show it like this. There we go. Don't mind my dangly strings. Oh, look at this. Now, you will see that the stripes don't match. It's supposed to be like that. I did not mess up. That is the shifting of the chevrons. Let me back up a little. Probably not all in the picture. Maybe it is. I can't see. So this is all Knitpicks Stroll. Let's see. Navy, Patina, Dove Heather, Dandelion, Cobblestone Heather, Peapod, and Pucker. I had all of these in my stash, and I'm so glad that I just used my stash and not try to buy colors, because it would have looked so much different. Oh, I love it. Using a US 4. As the pattern suggests, there's going to be 7 sections. These small ones went like really fast. Now I'm getting like in the middle where they're getting a little bit longer, so they're taking longer to do. I only did 1 stripe yesterday. I was so sad. I had all this grand plans and they got kiboshed. And then I couldn't focus on anything. But I did do 1 stripe. So, oh yes, and here's the back if you're curious. I am weaving in my ends as I go, so these are all woven in. I just gotta snip them. I'm starting to be a little more conscious with my tails and not cutting them super long, because I don't know why I have a feeling I'm gonna run out of yarn. But I have 700 grams. You need 100 grams of 7 colors, so this should be enough, right? So I'm just trying to not waste so much. But there's the back. Oh. Yes, if you're gonna do this, do the weave and Steven, because you have to cut every time you change colors. It will save you in the long run. And doing this I-cord for just 130 some rows or stitches, it went so fast. I think I did it in like half hour. So good. Will this be the screenshot? Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I would like to finish wedge 2, section 2. I want to call them wedges, but I think he called it wedge 2 in like his fragmentation shawl. And then in this one, he's calling them sections. Maybe he calls them sections too. I don't know. So I would like to finish section 2 this week. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I have 10 more. Do I have 10 stripes left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 10 left. And they are getting bigger. So we will see. I finished 6 and then all that this week. So yeah, so I just want to work on this all the time. And I'm having a hard time working on socks. I would love to have this finished before summer sock camp starts, which is May. Is it June 1st? I think it's June 1st. I don't know the official dates yet. She hasn't said anything, but I would like to have it done before then. But you know what? If I don't, it's not a big deal. I don't know if I'm just going to work on socks the whole summer. I don't think that's going to happen. I got to have something else to break it up. But so yeah. Oh, my word, is so beautiful. All right, I will move my brownie. Okay, close up. Oh my word, it's got the frosting and everything. Look. Brilliant. Okay. But though it does make me hungry, so I don't know if this is a good idea. So we'll put it right there. And we will see how much I get done this week. I plan on working on this today. Got some laundry to do, but then after that I think I am free to knit the rest of the day until dinner. Alright, here is my last whip. My Cozy Memories blanket. Well, not mine, but my daughter's Cozy Memory blanket. Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. I am doing 2 squares a day so I can get this thing done before or around my daughter's birthday. I cast it on her birthday last year, so I'm kind of determined to get this done. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I would love to make myself one, but I think after working on it for like 7 or 8 months doing 2 squares a day, I think I need a break. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll take a month break and I'll just cast another one on. And then that one will be for me, and I won't be like super focused on it. It's okay if I don't finish it. If I don't finish it in a year is what I'm trying to say, because I have my painting bricks blanket. I love that blanket. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what blanket I'm talking about, because it's always my background for my knitting. All right, so this was my April 1st square. So I just put that marker on there. These markers are from Twin Mountain Handcrafts. I got a little coffee set. Oh, I love them. Okay, so here is Fridays. These two. Saturday. I am weaving in my ends, I promise. Saturday. Sunday. And then, do you guys remember this yarn? Monday. Do you remember that? Oh, my daughter was so happy that I put those in there. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. I think this one is a cozy memory. Cozy knitter advent. And this one's an opal one from the opal advent. And then I already did today's squares. Does that look familiar? Let's see if I can do this. Oop, oop, oop. So yeah, when I finish socks, I just go ahead and put them in here. Usually I have been winding off 5 grams and put it in my bag and then just stick them out. But with like sock sets, like this one and this one, I want to keep them together. So I just go ahead and maybe not the next day I finish them, but I just leave them out and I make sure that I put them in there sometime that week that I finish it. But oh, it's beautiful. So that is square 270. So I got 5 more left to finish the row. I am doing 25 squares this way and 20 rows this way for a total of 500 squares. I reached halfway. This was square 250. I think I showed this last week, but that's square 250. So it is half done. I'm still chugging along. I mean, there were some days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do these. I want to work on my shawl. But I am powering through. I'm pretty sure I did this square yesterday. I kind of cheated. It's not really cheating. There are days where I do 2 squares. Like if I'm going to be gone on a day, I'll do 4 squares and then I won't have to worry about it. But since my day was all out of whack yesterday, I'm like, I'm just going to knit 1 square and then I'll knit the other square tomorrow. Because I got a podcast, and now I'll have, after my podcast, I can just clean up, fold the laundry, and then I can work on my shawl and not have to worry about squares. I'm using US2. What is that? 2.75 millimeter signature needles, the straight ones. I think I showed them last week. The midi tips, the 7-inch, and I think the end, the tip, not the tips, but the end of the needles, I have the teardrop. I guess there's other options. So yeah, and this is fingering weight. I'm using scraps, row 1 minis, advent calendars, swaps, you name it, everything, and from projects, some from projects. Now I was tempted to do mine just from like stuff that I've made, but I don't know if I can do that because I just get so excited and I have a lot of scraps. It's like I don't want to just not use those scraps in my blanket because I haven't used them in a project. So I don't know, I'm probably not going to do that. It's tempting. But I don't know. I got a lot of scraps. I got to use them. So that is my blanket. Oh, it's getting big. It's getting big. And it's starting to get hot out. So we'll see if I can keep up. I really want to. I can't give up. Can't give up. Oh, I gotta move my marker. So that is all of my finish objects. Finish objects. Whips. I'm going to put this marker on my Friday ones from today. Just in case I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes I finish my Friday squares before I podcast, and sometimes I don't, but so yep, I finished my squares for the day. Yay. Alright, I gotta rearrange myself. My feet are falling asleep. Oh, we're at 36 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm almost done. So that is all the yarny goodness, yarny projects. So if you don't want to talk, if you're don't want to stick around for my rambling, reading and watching and life stuff section, I will see you next week. Okay. Talked about, looking at my show notes, I talked about my West Knit Cal. Oh my word, I can't believe I forgot about that for 3 weeks. I did look at the chatter in the FO thread over in my Ravelry group. That's where it is. You guys are doing good. Okay, watching. No, we're going to do reading first. Reading. I finished a book. I finished Prodigy. This is Legends number 2. This is by, is it Marie Lu? I will link all of the books and movies and titles of everything down below in the description box. So, because sometimes I butcher last names really, really bad. And this way you can Google it if you want. And I know I don't talk about like in depth in books. I don't like doing that. It's like I read it, I liked it. This is like a dystopian type of book. And I have started the 3rd book, Champion. I only read 1 chapter, so I'm not that far. But I have started to read on my Kindle and knit during the day for like at least a half hour. And I think that's how I finished that book. I read like maybe 15-20 minutes before I go to bed, sometime less than that. And then I read 30 minutes during the day. Oh, it's nice. I tried to work on my shawl and knit, or work on my shawl and read. That didn't work very well because you have to pay attention to decreases and increases. So it has to be a sock. Yeah, there's one day I finished these socks and I didn't have a sock on the needle. And I'm like, well, let's just try this. I'm like, okay, nope, this is not going to work. So I got to make sure that I have something. Like the cozy memory, I probably couldn't do that either because I got to pay attention with the decreases. So it's got to be a sock. But anyway, I am enjoying that. So I'm going to continue doing that as long as, I don't know, once my kids go back or are done with school and they're going to be around, probably going to be a little harder to do that because I got to have quiet when I read. It's got to be quiet. So maybe then I will start picking up my audiobooks again because I haven't been doing that. Yeah. So maybe I'll do lots of audiobooks this summer. Since I probably won't be able to watch TV that much. Because, I mean, they're older. They're 10 and 12. But there are some things that I don't want them watching. So. Okay, that's it for reading. Watching. All right. My husband and I watched all of the Treehouse of Horror episodes from The Simpsons. If you are into that, I highly suggest it. I loved it so much. Like the first half, it's like, yep, I remember all of these. And the second half, it's like, I don't remember any of these. So it was, nice. So if you are into The Simpsons and into Halloween, I highly suggest doing that. And those are on Disney Plus. All right, and my husband and I are watching Mandalorian season 3. Now I think we're 4 episodes in. I'm just a little disappointed that Grogu is not in the episodes that much. And then they were doing like some side stuff with some side characters. I'm like, who the heck is that? So I'm a little lost, but I'm still enjoying it. I just want more Grogu, okay? There's some episodes where it's like, where's Mando? Where's Grogu? Who is this? You know, it's okay. I'm sure it will all be tied in at some point, but so we are enjoying those. And Netflix released Better Call Saul season 6. Oh, so I got onto Netflix the other day and I'm like, all right, we're going to put a pause on Supernatural. I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes of season 5, maybe more. But we're putting a pause on that and we have to watch all those and then I'll go back to Supernatural. So I did not list Supernatural down below, but just taking a little pause. I think I'm like halfway done with it, so with Better Call Saul. And for Disney movies, I watched Tarzan, Toy Story 2, and The Emperor's New Groove. Now, Toy Story 2. I've been kind of watching them in order in the way that, like, I want to watch that. I've been skipping some. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. Well, when I looked for Toy Story, the first one, on Disney Plus, either I'm blind or I couldn't find it. So I'm like, well, it's fine. I've seen Toy Story. I mean, we have the DVD. I've seen it billions of times. I don't need to see it again. But the rest of them I do not own. So I'm like, well, we'll just skip to the second one. So when I went to watch the second one, I found the first one on there. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, so then I'm like, well, do I watch it and the second one together, or, you know, the same day, or one day, one the other day? And I'm like, I'm just going to skip it. So, oh, I love those movies. They're so good. Emperor's New Groove is good too. I don't know if I've seen that one before. I think that one was in 2000. So 2000, I was a sophomore in high school. Ooh. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. It's okay. So I don't think I was very interested in cartoons then. I was too cool. I wasn't cool. Who am I kidding? I just didn't watch cartoons. So that's it for reading and watching. Life stuff real fast. I really don't have anything. I just had a bad day yesterday, but everything's fine. Just mildly annoyed with things. My kids' school bus route got canceled, so I had to take them to school and pick them up, and when that happens, it seems to throw the whole day off. Because I drop them off, then I do, you know, it was a full day. They start school at 7:40. Yeah, 7:40. I can drop them off at 7:20, then they go chill in the gym until school starts, but and then I have to pick them up. School ends at 2:20. So there's like, so I did a little bit of knitting. I had lunch, I went for a walk, and then I had to go pick them up. And then I come home again. It's just a lot of like stop and go with stuff, and it's like, I just want to sit down and chill. But so, I mean, it's fine. There is a shortage of bus drivers. This year seems to be worse than last year. Last year there was, I had to pick up, I think it was like maybe twice they canceled. This year it seems like every other month, or once a month for the whole school year. And it's like, their school building is the only one where I need them to ride the bus. All the other schools are like within walking distance of our house. So it's like, the 3 years that I need them to ride the bus, it's going to be not reliable. But I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I could help and drive the bus, but I'm not doing that. I've heard my kids' stories about the kids on the bus, and I wouldn't be able to handle it. So kudos to the bus drivers, because I feel like kids these days do not show respect to adults at all. They just, probably because there's, I don't know, 50 kids on a bus and one bus driver. And they just, it's like, all right, it's 50 against 1. Sorry, bus driver. It's like, they tell me the bus is so loud. They're screaming, they're swearing. These are like 5th and 6th graders. They need to chill out. You would think that they would all be on their phones. They wouldn't be talking to each other, but that's not the case. And fights and standing up, I just couldn't handle it. So I guess I will just take my kids to school when the bus route gets canceled, because I'm not doing it. It's too stressful. I cannot see myself driving a bus. Those things are huge. I got my dinky little car. Yeah, let's drive a bus. Nope. Okay, so I think that's it really for life stuff. Weather, it's cooled down so much. I think last week it was like, I was talking about 80s. I'm back to my long sleeves. Yesterday was like 77, but it didn't really feel like it. And it was like rainy, so couldn't really open the windows. Today the high is 60, and then it's gonna go back into like low 50s, mid 50s for next week. So just had a little tease of fake summer, and it's gone, so I am okay with that. All right, 47 minutes. I guess I'm going to end this right now. I've rambled on long enough. I hope that you are all doing well. Don't forget to put the word scrappy in your comments down below for a pattern of your choice. And I will draw the winners. I'll do 1 or 2 probably. Before I record next Friday. So make sure that you watch and put that in before Friday next week, which is the 27th. Yeah, wow, we only have like 1 more week of April already. Dang. Oh, time is going by fast. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put that word scrappy in there. Put them down below. I do love reading them. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.